Rational investor, dividend digester, save some of his paycheck just like all his ancestors. Him looking for high yields, that's never the case. He's seeking 6% return. Slow and steady wins the race. We pay our debts in our currency that might be unfurled if it's no longer the reserve currency of the world. Confidence in the dollar is permanent. Just ask any scholar. People are exchanging their dollars for dog money. Dog money? Dog money. Dog money. We trading it in for dog money. Dog money. Dog money. Dog money. Dog money. I'm putting it all in dog money.
Yes, indeed. Some people are putting all of their money into dog money. Welcome to Satoshi's Bitcoin Chart Show. This is the Bitcoin forecast, the strength of the system, the health of the network, where we find out what's up with what is going down. Today's day is Tuesday, the 7th of September, 2021. Let's be gone and jump straight into these figures. Rock and roll. Here we go. Starting from left to right, we've got Coolcoin BTC, SegWit protocol, centrally owned, planned and controlled by Blockstream. Ever since they forked the chain on the 24th of August 2017, implementing SegWit, segregating the signatures on the chain, which meant they're accountable to nobody, bringing it underneath their centralized control, turning BTC from a commodity into a security and crashing its fundamental value to zero. Well done them. Then we got Bcrash, centrally owned, planned and controlled by Roger Ver and his crony mates who tamper with the protocol every 6 months. Then we've got Bitcoin, which is BSV, the original protocol, going right back to the Genesis block. It hasn't changed, making it the real Bitcoin, the true Bitcoin, the genuine Bitcoin, and the world's first and only digital commodity, backed by the value of data sovereignty, making it the most valuable commodity on Earth. And then we've got Fisher Price Cash on the end. What a joke. So let's have a look at these figures on Coolcoin then. So we've got hash rate 98.06, network nodes 92.1, transactions 14.5, block size 1.9. So when you consider the BTC started out as a peer-to-peer electronic cash system, it's quite obviously and clear that something has gone wrong. So we'll just let our favourite douchebag of Bitcoins, Peter McCormack, to see if he can explain that for us right now. So Pete, take the floor if you'd be so kind.
Bitcoin is so different now from when Satoshi was here.
Yeah, well, when Satoshi was here, Bitcoin was a peer-to-peer electronic cash system. How far away from that are we now?
It's a completely different project.
And what would Satoshi have to say about that?
It doesn't matter who Satoshi is anymore.
And what if he came back and said something like, what the hell do you think you're doing? Effing up my project.
Even if Satoshi came back, I don't think he would just be immediately welcomed as having this God-given right to decide what happens with Bitcoin. I think he would have to earn his right back into the project.
Earn his right back into the project? I just thought you said it was nothing like Bitcoin. It's a completely different project, and it didn't matter who Satoshi was anymore. Why would he want anything to do with a project that is not like the one he started, that is Bitcoin, a peer-to-peer electronic cash system? This makes no sense whatsoever. So in your opinion, what's this alternative project based on now then?
Bitcoin is built based on consensus now.
Consensus? Do you know what proof of work is? Do you understand the significance of a chain of signatures? Did you even bother to read the white paper? Blockstream centrally own and control Coolcoin BTC ever since they implemented SegWit on the 24th of August 2017, segregating the signatures on the chain, meaning they were accountable to nobody. So there is no consensus on the network because it is a centralized project. But because you made me laugh, I'll let you have one more go at trying to convince me.
Project Bitcoin is built based on consensus now.
Is it now? All right, and let's have a quick chat with Roger Ver. So Roger, tell us your expectations for your centralized project that is Bcrash.
We're going to really spread Bitcoin Crash across the entire country here in Antigua.
Yeah, good luck with that, mate. And what do you say to all those global corporations that do billions, if not trillions of dollars of global trade on an annual basis that say they need a regulatory compliant monetary system in order to do so?
The ones that say that the blockchains all need to be legally compliant about everything all the time, just go use your Visa card.
Yeah, because that's going to work. And we've got Bitcoin here, so hash rate 0.3%, network nodes 1.5, transactions 78.6, and block size 97.2. Absolutely amazing. So, I mean, you can see the growth in the chain and the utility of it. And since it was Craig Wright that created Bitcoin, he is Satoshi Nakamoto. Let's find out his opinion. So, Craig, what do you want from Bitcoin?
I want Bitcoin not to go up to 10,000 or 100,000. I want it to be worth millions per Bitcoin.
And when you strip it all down to the bare bones, is that it?
That's it. And that's what we spend money for. Very simple.
Great stuff. Well, let me help out and I'll stick my foot right in. So transactions and block size, that is utility. And if you're wondering why I find this funny, let me explain right now. Bitcoin mining operations compete to process data transactions on chain. No transactions, no use, no use, no value, no value, no money. The most valuable chain is the chain with the most utility on it. BTCs are utter clowns. Can you see what's going to happen? The block reward gets cut in half every 210,000 blocks, and these shitcoiners over here think that scarcity make number go up. That absolutely cracks me up. Absolutely cracks me up. So while we're having a look at these block sizes, which is data flowing through the chain, we'll just have a quick chat with our main man, Michael Saylor. So Michael, can you tell us what is it we want from Bitcoin when we're looking at these blocks?
Big blocks, $100 million chunks on the blockchain.
Yeah, I thought so. All right, let's have a look at these blocks then for you, Michael Sunshine. So we've got a Tau with a 57.9 megabyte block. So 57, 7, 21, 85, 3, 30, 30, 25, 15, 1, 20, 76, 19, 6, 55, 17, 10, 30, 13, 18, 209, 26, 329. Wow, and I saw that Tau had mined a 1.3 gigabyte block earlier today. Let's have a look via BTC, spoiling my morning every morning. These shitty little blocks. These are catfish and bottom feeders is what they are. It's outrageous. Let's have a look at Fisher Price Cash. Yep, still struggling to get all of their blocks over a kilobyte, let alone anywhere near a megabyte. And Bcrash, oh, they've got 2 blocks over a megabyte this afternoon. Just 2. And CoreCoin, let's see, all the blocks under a megabyte. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 blocks out of 30 in that column under a megabyte. Still can't even fill all their blocks. Oh dear. Hash rate follows price, follows value, follows utility, follows creativity, initiative, and intelligence. If you are intelligent and you apply creativity and initiative, you can make something useful. When something is useful, it can then create value, and it creates value, it can then develop a price. When it develops a price, it can then be measured against the cost of other goods and services and used as a medium of exchange. Boom. Look at that Fisher Price Cash hash rate going up. See, the hash rate follows price, but the price is just being pumped. There's no value in that whatsoever. It's being pumped by Tether. Outrageous. Proof of work by network again. CoreCoin, Bcrash, Fisher Price Cash will fall into their own footprints because that's what Ponzi schemes do when they crash overnight. Bcrash Bitcoin hash rate, who cares? Bcrash Bitcoin proof of work, who cares? It is currently 4,566 times cheaper to transact on Bitcoin than it is any of these alternative protocols, shitcoins if you will. But look at this, it is 8.5% more profitable to mine on Bitcoin. Wow. I wonder if that's due to the block fee. Oh, the average sort of block fee coming in. Amazing. Amazing. Daily average Bitcoin block size by network. Bitcoin absolutely smashing it. I mean, look at that. So Fisher Price Cash has got the same sort of hash rate on it. But I mean, look at the difference in the block size. And look how small these lines get. I mean, the block sizes are huge on Bitcoin. Absolutely massive. Oh, dear. Daily Bitcoin transactions by network, Bitcoin smashing it. Transactions per block by network, Bitcoin smashing it. Fees USD, again, speculative USD price involved in that one. Fees Satoshis, not sure what's going on here. Kind of strange, really. Followed that one. So daily Bitcoin fees to block reward ratio, again. Let me just explain what we're looking at here by showing you this graph. Here we go. So that red line that we saw creeping up is the equivalent to this this solid blue line going up here. So as the block reward gets cut in half, every 210,000 blocks goes down and down and down. The value in terms of block fee due to the volume of transactions goes up and up and up and up and up. And then we have an economically self-sustaining system. It is absolutely phenomenal. So let's carry on here. So daily cumulative Bitcoin blockchain growth by network. Bitcoin absolutely smashing it. How far ahead in front are we now? 397 gigabytes. That's nearly 400 gigabytes in front. Like, oh my goodness me, when you consider the CoreCoin chain is only like 369, something like that. 400 gigabytes in front. Absolutely sensational stuff. Sensational stuff. Let's get into the politics end. Global hash rate 7 days, yeah. Global hash rate 24 hours, going to look similar to CoreCoin because they've got 97% or 98%, whatever. B Crash, absolutely hilarious, complete waste of time. These shitcoiners literally have no excuse. They haven't even been hoodwinked by the ticker symbol. They're literally just absolutely hilarious. And Bitcoin here, check it out. So we've got Matterpool and F2 Pool on there this morning. Good to see them. Good to see VIA BTC being pushed down into third place by Tal and SV Pool. Loving that. And Fisher Price Cash, yep, only VIA BTC on there. Absolutely hilarious. So the reason we want these shitcoin enterprises off the chain is because the only thing they understand is dollar worshipping, which leads on to price manipulation, which we will look at now in the short positions. Here we go. Look at this. Look at that price. Look, dirty traders taking value out. Dollar worshipping. That rate, all they're trying to do is manipulate more Bitcoin into their own pockets. Oh yeah, we'll trade it in for dollar now. Now we'll buy it. Now we'll sell it. Now we'll buy it. Now we sell it. It's gambling. Absolutely insane. And you can't win unless you're in with the people who are manipulating the market, because these things do not produce a dividend. They don't give you equity in a company. They are not shares. So literally, unless you are a big dog and you are controlling the market, you have not got a clue. You haven't got a chance. Not a chance. You know, you literally just have to invest. You know, let these ridiculous dirty traders, there's no value in what they're doing whatsoever. And in fact, they're taking value away because they're making it more volatile. And ironically, it's a volatility that Blockstream wanted to encourage on BTC, but now they're actually trying to pump the price because BSV, Bitcoin, genuine Bitcoin, is coming for them. Now traders are just simply taking it away. They'll pump $1 billion worth of tether in, and traders will be like, thanks very much, and then it goes down again. Crazy. You know, talk about the irony coming back to bite them. Coolcoin, look at this. So again, all copious amounts of tether printing. You know, but look at that, even price is still going down. Look at that, you know. Dear oh dear. 1.9% short ratio. Or let's see, look, they're getting more confident about the amount of tether printing. Well, in fact, they're just looking at number go up. Because, I mean, you know, shitcoin is shit for brains. Dirty traders. Dear oh dear. Let's have a look at Bitcoin Blocks Live. Check it out. So for any, look at that. So for any newbies watching this for the first time, the vertical rectangular blocks moving across the top of the screen are the transactions being recognized by the nodes on the network, and they are recognized instantly the moment they're broadcast, because Bitcoin is an ultra small world mandala network shaped like this. It means as the size of the network increases, the density of the links goes to zero, making it ultra small world and highly sparse respectively. The network formulation can lead to an improved topology against malicious attacks, so it's hard to take down. Absolutely superb. So once the transactions are broadcast and picked up by the nodes, they're thrown into the memory pool, which is where they're competed for by miners and payment processors in order to create a block, put the transaction within a block, and then place the block on the blockchain, which is when they're rewarded with the Coinbase data and the fees in the block. Or Coinbase data along with the, I forgot what I was going to say. They're rewarded with the Coinbase data, otherwise known as the block reward, otherwise known as freshly minted Bitcoin, along with the fees in the block as well. So let's take this 1.3 gigabyte block. We've got the, in the highlighter, it's a rectangular box below that. We can see the hash of the block height, who it was mined by, size, the time, the date, the transaction count, and total fees. Look at that, $1,312 in fees in that one block. Absolutely amazing. So now we will just let our favourite douchebags of Bitcoin, Dan Held and Laura Shin, explain the significance of block fees right now. Take the floor if you'd be so kind.
So, you know, as you mentioned, at a certain point when the block reward stops, there will be a transition where miners will be compensated in transaction fees, not in the block reward. And the current amount that they earn is from fees is about 9% of the block reward. And so we'd have to see transaction fees 11x by roughly 2140, which is when the new Bitcoins will stop being minted. But I just wondered, you know, if we don't see an increase in the amount of transactions that can happen at layer one, because the number of layer one transactions is limited. And right now I feel like a lot of the scaling is focusing on layer two. Can transaction fees 11x in that time, or will that require people to pay a lot more per transaction?
Over the next couple halving cycles, we should see it start to predominantly be the value that is compensated to the miners in the block reward. If Bitcoin is the world reserve currency that doesn't have a strong security model, like there's not a lot of monetary compensation in the block reward due to transaction fees, well, then its long-term security will be weak. If it is the world reserve currency, there will be very, very many layer one transaction fees.
Okay, yeah. So it sounds like you think it is possible that the amount in transaction fees will maybe not be enough on layer 1 to replace the block reward when the time comes.
Absolutely, there won't be enough to replace the block reward when the time comes because the block size has been purposely restricted to 1 megabyte, meaning it can only handle 4 to 7 transactions per second if all the stars in the universe align. Absolutely crazy. Do you honestly think a network that could only handle 4 to 7 transactions per second was meant to economically sustain all of this lot? These are the mining farms all around the world. This is the backbone to the new global financial system where we finally have a commodity money for the first time in about 100 years. Like, how exciting. And remember, a commodity money, a medium of exchange, is meant to be a tool that enables, encourages and accelerates the facilitation of trade. And an increase in trade means that everybody's standard of living increases. It is absolutely phenomenal. I'm very much looking forward to this. Obviously, those dark forces trying to prevent that from happening because they currently own the fiat currency supply and they can print whatever they want into infinity. But with Bitcoin, that won't be able to happen, which is why they don't want it, because we will expose their dirty deeds. So let's have a look at BitInfo charts. Check it out. How are we doing? 28.4, never mind. What's XRP? 28.4 as well. And Ethereum, 28. XRP's got more transactions than Ethereum. Oh, this cracks me up. Anyway, we know that XRP is absolutely and utterly fundamentally worthless, and we'll just let the Chief Technical Officer of XRP, David Schwartz, explain that right now. Take the floor, David Schwartz.
The XRP is a digital asset. It's censorship resistant. It's publicly traded. It trades on the XRP ledger. Ripple does not own or control the XRP ledger in any way.
Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit.
So how did Ripple then get all the XRP that it has? It has about half the supply. So just how did that particular transaction happen?
Good question. How did Ripple end up with half the supply of 100 billion XRP?
So the way its design works is when the ledger first began operation, the 100 billion XRP, all that will ever exist, were sort of up for grabs.
And remind me to have a look up the economic theory of being sort of up for grabs.
And lots of people grabbed XRP out of that system, but it just so happens that obviously, just like early miners mined, huge amounts of Bitcoin before the public knew about it or was using it, early XRP users grabbed large amounts of that pool of XRP. And so the people who developed the ledger wound up with, the vast majority of it.
Brilliant. One more time, David.
And so the people who developed the ledger wound up with, the vast majority of it.
Yeah, because they grabbed it. And Ethereum being a security.
You just described some crypto as securities. Which ones do you think of as securities?
It's pretty clear, and the Supreme Court has actually spoken about this many times. If somebody is raising money, selling a token,
start the Ether pre-sale in a couple of weeks. So the Ether pre-sale will be an opportunity for anyone to purchase Ether, where Ether is the internal currency inside of the Ethereum system, sort of like the XRP and Ripple.
And the buyer is anticipating profits.
What we're hoping is that sort of similar to what happened with Mastercoin. If that slice is something like 20%, and then the value of Ether goes up by 5, then we basically have the entire initial BTC that we got all over again.
Based on the efforts of that group.
About 100 people that are working on Ethereum right now.
Myself leading the protocol design.
And we also have branding teams, we have marketing teams.
That fits into something that's a security.
Partially in order to better flesh out the business plan, partially in order to better flesh out the terms, partially for legal reasons.
Brilliant. Talk about putting your foot in it. Let's have a look at transactions over the last 3 months. So these should be pretty close at the moment. Ooh, look at that. Bitcoin's still winning though. Loving it. Loving it. Scaling test network, yep, figures are still the same, always worth checking. And here we go, BSV data, so we've got daily data size from the protocol's Meta ID, 5.8 gigabytes in 24-hour period. And applications, let's have a look at crypto fights, see how we're doing. So figures along the top, transactions, 1.26 million transactions in 24 hours. The median fee, $0.006. So like a sixth of a I don't even 6/10 of a cent. Good grief. Almost like half a cent, really. But brilliant. CryptoFight's producing 1.8 gigabytes of data in a 24-hour time period. Amazing. And Trends.cash, so TDXP app, absolutely macking it over a 24-hour period in terms of apps ranking by money spent. Apps ranking by performed actions, again, Run and CryptoFight, absolutely brilliant, macking it hard. CryptoQuant, yep, the exchanges were cashing out last year. There are huge amounts of selling, was counteracted by huge amounts of tether printing. So a squeeze in liquidity and a spike in the price caused this massive bubble. It's really not looking good, and that's exactly why Tether have been printing again recently, because exchanges have been cashing out because they know it's fundamentally worthless. What's on chain? Good question. What is on chain? Estimated next block size 4.3 megabytes. Memory pool usage 11 megabytes. So we've got the transaction count here over a 24-hour period of 1.4. Beautiful, beautiful. Let's have a look at Joho's memory pool. So something was going on there, but this is what a memory pool is meant to look like. Data comes in, then it gets cleared. Data comes in, then it gets cleared. What a memory pool is not meant to look like is Coolcoin BTC with their data all over the shop. Look at this, absolutely outrageous. And the reason it looks so choppy is because they've implemented replace by fee that allows for double spends, child pays for parent, restricted the block size, implemented the Lightning Network, told people not to use it. It's an absolute shambles, an absolute shambles. And we can see that on TX Street right now. And while we're looking at this, we'll have a quick chat with Anna Back, the CEO of Blockstream, that centrally owned, plan and control BTC, to find out his expectations of a payment network. So take the floor, Adam Back.
So, fee estimation in some cases is quite bad. If you're paying a friend, you can probably afford to wait 4 hours and not pay a priority fee.
Oh, shut up. I'm not waiting 4 hours just to not pay a priority fee when I'm using a peer-to-peer electronic cash system, you fool. Look at that. A median fee, 46 cents. Add that onto every high-frequency trade. And Ethereum, $8.04 for a median ETH transfer fee. Absolutely hilarious. Vitalik, how do you respond to that?
The internet of money should not cost 5 cents a transaction. It's kind of absurd.
Yeah, really? So what do you call $8.09 then? Let's have a look at the M1 money supply. Dear oh dear, what do we know about fiat currency printing?
Statistical analysis has found that every time an empire begins to near its own demise, you'll find that its currency will be debased.
Yes, indeed, and that is exactly what we're witnessing here. So it took 50 years to go from 138 billion to 2 trillion, but then it just simply took 10 years to go from 2 trillion to 4 trillion, and then it just simply took a couple of months to go from 4 trillion to 16 trillion and beyond before they even stopped reporting on it. Absolutely insane. So, if you're wondering why they're going around trying to jab us all, that's the reason. Right there. You think I'm joking? So knowing that Bitcoin is the only thing that can save us, how are we feeling about it today? CoinGecko, $180. Are we feeling good? 78%. That's all right. That's all right. Going high. Look at that. Dirty traders just pushing the price down. Let's have a look at BitPing. Here we go. So money flow per hour, 84 cents. Country 54. Wow, that's usually sort of mid 40s. 50 now, 54. Brilliant. Growing in size. So remember, the Bitcoin network is the only network that's up 24/7, which means it can monitor the downtime of all these other networks. Little do all these other networks know that they will soon all be running on the Bitcoin network themselves. It is so exciting. Morning run, so 24-hour trade volume, $3,887. Good, stay away from this, people. Move fast and break stuff does not mean breaking the law, of which all these shitcoin tokens are doing, because they're all illegal security offerings. Dear oh dear. Bitcoin is the only genuine digital commodity, and we've had 1,242,714 purchases in the last 24 hours. Very good. Let's have a look at the depth chart on Live Coin Watch. Oh, price is going down. Look at that dip in the price. Dirty traders. Let's have a look at these numbers though. So we've got 5.9 million asked versus 5.3 million bids. More people offering for sale in the market than they are buying. But we're expecting a huge increase in both these figures very soon. Let's have a look at Bitcoin versus USD. Oh, look at that. Dirty traders pushing it down. And Coolcoin versus USD. Oh, yeah, dirty traders pushing it down at the $1 billion went in and then it went straight back out again. Dear, oh dear. And Coolcoin versus Bitcoin. Oh, no. Oh, no. Never mind. Never mind. We know what's coming. And let's have a look at the entire CMC. So, Coolcoin down 0.6%. Let's see what number Bitcoin is at now. Remember, these are just simply worthless bits of data protocol. The only protocol with any fundamental value is that of Bitcoin. Down in 47. 47, absolutely crazy. So when we know that BTC is absolutely and utterly fundamentally worthless, the question has to be asked to a shitcoiner: what makes you think it valuable? And we'll just listen to Daniel Krawitz putting that question to Tony Vase right now.
Why do you think BTC is valuable?
It's valuable because it's the only unconfiscatable asset we have, and that is because that comes from its decentralization. I think Bitcoin is the only valuable crypto asset we have because of the nature of how it started in its first few years.
And when you say Bitcoin, you mean BTC, right?
Absolutely.
But are you aware that in 2017 they changed the rules so that BTC no longer follows the Bitcoin white paper?
That is not true at all.
The white paper says that there needs to be a chain of signatures.
Sure.
Okay, so that's not what we have anymore. That's how SegWit changed that.
Okay, but it's still Bitcoin.
Nice one, Tony Bone. You see the kind of imbeciles that we're dealing with. Unbelievable. Let's have a look at YouTube stats. 646 subs. Come on, people, like and subscribe. Share my show out. Got to keep the show on the road. Stream Amnesty. Oh, I made $1 on yesterday's video. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed that. 308 followers. That was 2 new ones. Good. And Twitch stats. How many have we earned so far? $149. Try earning that on Twitter. 429 followers. Let's have a look at Acorn Stacks. Should be around here somewhere. There we go. 24 hours. How many new sign-ups? New users 29. Heading in the right direction every day. Ruth Easman, her epic tweet. How many have we got so far? It's going up. Look, Twitter are allowing the numbers to go up. 1,121 likes. We'll turn that up another one. Look at that. They just brought it down again. That's outrageous. Absolutely outrageous. This is why we need Bitcoin, so that censorship can't exist. Let's have a look at Arman Satoshi. How is he doing? Has he got 80.2? Yes, they're having trouble keeping him down as well. Beautiful, beautiful. Stablecoin printer. Let's have a quick look at this one. Are they reporting anything? 6th of September. That was yesterday. So they did actually report the Tether print. Well done then. Let's have a look at, let's just see if we've missed anything. 24-hour statistics. 14 minutes, 16 minutes, 30 minutes, 90 million USDC, why not? Absolutely crazy. 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, more activity in the last 24 hours than we've had for the last few days. 13 hours, that's that USDC being burnt joke. 14 hours, 19 hours, nearly there. 20 hours, 21, 22, and we're there we go. Shout out to BSV Russia in the chat box. Thank you for joining me. It looks like we're up to the figures. Hope you enjoyed the show. Catch you guys later. Get paid for posting your pics on Relica. Download the app now at www.getrelica.com. Get your tweet etched on Twitch, forever on the Bitcoin blockchain. Do it today at www.jointwitch.com. BuyBSV.live, the best place to buy Bitcoin SV online. Support independent content creators on micropayment platforms such as Streamanity, Twitch and Relica. We should profit from our data, not the large corporations who track, monitor and sell it. If you enjoy the Bitcoin content that I produce, please support me by heading over to www.satoshi.tv, where you can keep up to date with all the latest news, gossip and content as it's created. Thanks very much. To get started in Bitcoin, go to freebsv.com, where you can claim your free Bitcoin. Then head over to Twitter and follow @IamSatoshi, where you can take part in his very generous and world famous free giveaways. The future of advertising meets the power of Bitcoin at Tonic Pow. Get paid for posting advertising campaigns to your social media profiles. Go to www.tonicpowads.com.